Hey guys, let me just get my tab sorted. There we go. Stream manager, perfect. Okay, I'm gonna turn the game down quite a bit on my headset. But welcome everyone. Welcome back to Ace Attorney Monday. Today I am very excited to continue the second game that we started last Monday of the Apollo Justice Ace Attorney trilogy. We are going to be continuing with Dual Destinies today. So yeah, in the last stream it worked out quite nicely because I ended up finishing the first case in the game right when I needed to go. So yeah, today I will be starting... Oh, just realised you can't hear the game. There we go. But yeah, today I will be starting the second case in Dual Destinies. I did just want to double check first that I've definitely promoted my stream on Twitter or X, and then if I didn't, I will very quickly send out a message. Nope, I haven't. Good thing I checked. So, Let's change the first part of that message. I really hate that my keyboard has numlock situated right next to the backspace key. Really annoying. Yep, there we go. Okay. So, right, I am good to go now. So, hopefully the audio for the game and myself is okay and that it's got a nice balance to it. I have turned the game audio up a little bit because, I mean, it's just background music, which is nice for this game. Well, actually no, there will be voiceover audio here and there. But yeah, for the most part, you will just be listening to me talking. You won't really be hearing much of anything else apart from like side effects, and you'll hear when people say objection, obviously. So yeah, I'm gonna click on the game. But I will take a quick sip of my drink and then I'll be good to get going on the game. Okay. Okay, let's get going. So yep, let's get on with starting the second case in Dual Destinies, which is called the Monstrous Turnabout.
Long, long ago, the nine-tailed fox defeated the evil Tenmataro and sealed the fallen demon away. To this day, it is said that he slumbers even still within the forbidden chamber.
Night, night, Alderman. Sweet dreams. At long last, The revival of Tenmataro is at hand.
A few months prior to the courthouse bombing. Okay, so yeah, so this is before everything that happened to Apollo in the first case happened. So yeah, but I am really looking forward to playing this case again, in particular because I do think the monster themed case is one of my favourite cases. If not in the whole Apollo Justice trilogy, then definitely in this game. I think this case, I mean, there is one other case that might come close, but this case, I do really like this case a lot. So, yeah. Guess I'm a little early. Oh, hey Apollo. Getting an early start today? Oh my god, it's Trucy, and she's in 3D. Oh my god. Yeah, this is the first job I've had in a while after all. Well, aren't we all fired up? Well, it's not every day I get a call from Mr. Wright. What kind of work is it anyway? Mr. Wright didn't even mention any details. Work? Is that how he put it? Don't tell me he just wants me to clean the toilet again. You've really become a fixture around here, Apollo. Come to think of it, it's been almost a year since I was hired. A lot's happened since then, but I've settled in nicely despite a few bumps in the road. My name is Apollo Justice. I've been practicing law for about a year, but I still have a lot to learn. This is the Right Anything Agency and it's where I work. Don't let the name fool you, it's definitely a law agency. But don't forget that this place is a talent agency too, Polly. It's the law agency part of this office that's usually forgotten. This is Trucy Wright, a budding magician, an adopted daughter of the agency's owner, Phoenix Wright. She sometimes makes me help with her magic tricks. And what's wrong with that? You're one of the agency's talents as well. I was under the impression that I was a lawyer. Oh, we better hurry. Doesn't look like Daddy's going to make it, so let's get going. Huh? Where are we going? What about the job you mentioned? This is the job, Polly. You're supposed to keep me company today. Now come on. Another day of not being a lawyer. Should have seen this coming. Well, this is the Right Anything Agency, you know, and there's no law-related work at the moment, so tell me again why I chose to work here. Where's Mr. Wright, anyway? Daddy said something about going to meet an acquaintance, but don't worry, just focus on your job and I'll tell you exactly what you need to know. Well, let's go. We don't have all day. Wait a second. And another day, if anything goes, begins with the Right Anything Agency. Nantailsville, Yokai Lane. Any fellow narrator fans in the chat might appreciate the nan-tailed fox reference. I don't know whether the nan-tailed fox I don't know whether the nan-tailed fox is just a common yokai in Japan that's always referenced, or whether Capcom did actually get not referenced, inspired by Naruto for the nan-tailed fox involvement. It would be really cool if that was the case, because yeah, I think one of my favourite parts about Naruto and why I'm getting into it so much, because I'm currently watching it for the first time, is I really like the ninjutsu elements of it and like the links to yokai and stuff like that. Like, it's a really, really good anime for that kind of thing. Phew. So, what are we doing way up here in the mountains? This is Ninetails Vale. Everyone's been talking about the yokai craze here. Yokai? Oh, you mean Japanese monsters? Guess that explains all these weird things. Speaking of which, wasn't Ninetails Vale founded by Japanese immigrants? Yeah, they're holding a festival to boost tourism over at the Alderman's Manor. My friend who works there invited us. That's why we're here. In other words, I'm your chaperone because your dad was too busy. Daddy said that with those horns of yours, you make a great addition to their festival. I mean, you look just like a Japanese demon. Wasn't that so thoughtful of him, Polly? I could do without thoughtfulness like that. Oh, it's almost time. Come on, Polly. The festival grounds are this way. Alright, guess it's time to move to Kyubi Manor Garden. So yeah, this is the first investigation that we're doing in 3D mode. Usually, we're very used by now to investigations being 2D. So yeah, and I think that when Dual Destinies first came out, Capcom clearly knew that the fact that the investigations were going to be utilizing 3D was a big thing. So yeah, this is the modernized new investigation interface. So it still works very much the same way as the old, like it did in the older Phoenix Wright games that were 2D. But there is some interesting improvements. So you might, it's not come up yet, but I think Trucy does explain the new improvements, so I don't think I need to explain them anyway. But yeah, let's move to the Kyubi Manor Garden. So this is actually a new improvement of the investigation section. So beforehand in the older 2D games, when you moved during an investigation, it didn't tell you. Well, it didn't tell you where you were, but then I'd like to think everyone had enough common sense to know where they were anywhere. And then secondly, it didn't tell you where you have to go, whereas with this game, not only does it tell you where you currently are, but it also tells you where you can find extra information or evidence. So yeah, let's go to Kyubi Manor Garden, which is a brand new area. Wow, this place is I went into that scene totally thinking I was gonna be voicing Trucy. Oh well. Wow, this place is really something. It definitely feels like a different world here. Trucy. Jinxie! And this is my friend, Jinxie Tenma. She's the one who invited us. She just happens to be the maid here. 2 horns? A love of red? Are you a demon? No, haha, I'm Apollo Justice. Nice to meet you. That is so funny. I think this... I don't think you see that a lot in video games, where if you're in a first person perspective and the character does something to you, you can't actually see it. So yeah, it's really cool that when Jinxie sticks one of her charms on your face, you can see it on the camera. What the? Be gone, foul beast. You look great, Polly. Fills in some of that space on your forehead. What is this thing? It's a warding charm. Jinxie puts them on all the monsters she finds. But I'm not a monster. Maybe I should have told her you're a good demon. Or you could just say I'm human. The red demon, emissary of the underworld. I got up early to do my hair for this. Can I take this off now? So you can eat me? I'm not going to eat you. Eek! Forgive me, oh terrible one. Tone down your course of steel, Apollo. You're scaring her out of her wits. Don't worry. I'm already full. Please stay that way. Great, now I'm playing along too. Okay, so let's talk to Jinxie about Ninetales. So I wanted to ask you about Ninetales. Eek! Ah! Be gone, foul demon. Looks like you've been demonized, Polly. Literally. I'm starting to wonder if I really am a demon myself. Eek! Please don't eat me. I have food if you're hungry. This isn't working. We won't get anything out of her until we set the record straight. If only we had some way to prove you're not as scary as you look. Ouch, unnecessary roughness. Looks like I have to present some proof. Proof that I'm 100% human. Well, the only proof that we have is a attorney's badge, so let's present that. I wanted to show you this. Eek! What is it? It's my attorney's badge, you see. I'm not a demon. I'm a lawyer. Really? You're a lawyer? Phew. Maybe now she'll stop calling me a demon. Does it protect you from Enmadayo's judgment? Who's Enmadayo? I read somewhere that he's the demon lord who judges the dead for their sins. Uh-oh, I think now she thinks you're a demon lawyer from hell, Polly. Can I go back to being just a normal demon? Please, please don't boil me in a scalding cauldron. I prefer a Turkish bath if possible. Turkish bath? Isn't that more sauna than bath? Don't worry, Jinxie. He's a good demon. He'll save you if you ever go astray. Eek! Please, Mr. Demon Lawyer, sir. Have mercy on my soul. Ah, I told you I'm not a demon. In truth, you're just making things you just leave that Enmadayo to me. Isn't that right? Isn't that great, Jinxie? Uh-huh. I'm no longer scared to cross into the afterlife. Will someone tell these two I'm human already? Okay, now we can ask Jinxie proper about Ninetales. So Jinxie, I hear this village is the epicenter of the monster craze. Uh-huh. Barely anyone had even heard of it before, but now it's packed with tourists. Really? So the monster craze is the reason behind today's festival? It was the alderman's idea, and I'd be careful if I were you. There are lots and lots of yokai prowling about Ninetales. Prowling about? You mean like wild animals or something? Uh-huh, and they're hungry too. Man-eating monsters, and they're all over the place. Uh-huh. In fact, there was one at the manor yesterday. I heard the doorbell ring, but when I opened the door, nobody was there. It was the Ding-Dong Demon. How else could you explain it? Well, when I was a kid, my friends used to play this prank called Ding-Dong Ditch. Well, that doesn't prove yokai aren't real. There's even one here at the manor. The demon Tenma. He's imprisoned in the Forbidden Chamber. Tenma? The Forbidden Chamber? Okay, let's ask more about this demon, Tenma. About that yokai you said was imprisoned here in the manor. Is it true? Uh-huh. He's a super evil demon named Tenma. Here, take a look at this scroll. Tenma is the dark demon you see here. He's super evil and super scary. So that's the yokai imprisoned in the Forbidden Chamber. Uh-huh. He was defeated by the village guardian yokai, the Nine-Tailed Fox, and locked away forever. So, you're saying Tenma is still trapped inside the Forbidden Chamber? Uh-huh, but he's just biding his time until he can escape. Still, we should be perfectly safe, because there's a really powerful sealing charm on the door keeping it shut tight. What a charming security system. You can keep the scroll if you want. The alderman gave me this, but just holding it gives me the chills, so... thanks, Jinxie. Maybe I'll give this to Mr. Wright. Okay, we have our first evidence for the case. A yokai legend scroll. A scroll depicting the demon Tenmatara and the nine-tailed fox. So, I was wondering, are those things on your forehead also warding charms, Jinxie? Yes, they're to prevent evil things from getting inside me. Papa told me to wear them. Evil things? Apollo, don't you dare take those charms off her forehead. They have to stay there, forever, got it? I wonder what would happen if I did take them off. It's time for me to get back to work. Thanks for inviting us, Jinxie. You're welcome. Oh, and before I forget, there's going to be a surprise event today. Even I don't know what to expect, but it's sure to be fun. Better not be a yokai parade. She probably dropped dead from fright. Eek! Ah, the demon! Oh wait, it's just someone in a suit, right? Tenmataro! Tenmataro, the demon from the Forbidden Chamber. Eek! Please don't hurt me! Be gone, be gone, be gone! Better watch out, little girl, or I'll snatch you away. Eek! Charm, charm, charm! Where's that dying go to heaven charm? Oh, she put it on her own forehead this time. She sure gives up quick. Why is everyone hiding their faces? Hey, you there! You mustn't stare at Tenmataro like that. Lower your eyes. He'll steal your soul if you're not careful. Steal my soul? Seriously? Your devilry stops here and now, Tenmataro. Now what? Look, Apollo! There's somebody up on the roof! Ah ha 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 ha! That booming laugh. Could it be... My 9 golden tails are proof of my unassailable righteousness. With my band of 100 minions, I vanquish evil from the land. I am the wrestler of righteousness. Yaha! The golden lord of yokai, the amazing 9 tails, is here! Fear not, good little boys and girls, for I shall defeat Tenmataro. Ah ha 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 ha! Ah ha 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 ha! Hooray! Hooray! It's the amazing 9 tails! Up to your no good tricks again, eh, Tenmataro? Well, not on my watch. Ah! Ah ha 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 ha! There's nothing to fear now, my child. I have banished Tenmataro. You and your people can now live in peace. But thank you, Mr. Amazing 9-Tailed Sir. Now I must be off. Another match and another foe to vanquish await. Oh, what was that all about? Did that wrestler just chase off a yokai? Looked like he came out of the Alderman's Manor. That was the amazing 9-Tails. He's a pro wrestler from right here in 9-Tails Vale. No one knows his true identity. Thinks he sure seems chipper all of a sudden. What was all that about him banishing Tenmataro? That was a yokai exorcism. It's an annual ritual where Tenmataro is released to remind us of his wickedness. In the end, the 9-tailed fox drives Tenmataro out and purifies our village. But the amazing 9-tails did the honors this year. So that was the big surprise, huh? The amazing 9-tails and Tenmataro, huh? Well, whatever floats her boat. Oh, would you look at the time? I better get back to work. Please excuse me. She's a strange one, alright. I think she's sweet in her own special way. Knowing Trucy, she probably has lots of friends who are sweet in their own way. Well, we still have some time to kill. Might as well see the rest of 9-Tails Vale while we're here. The fun never stops, does it? I think I bought nearly every yokai souvenir that was for sale. I know, because my wallet's running on empty. What's with all the commotion over there? Huh? Hey, isn't that your friend Jinxie? I hope everything's okay. It's terrible. The Calm down, Jinxie. Tell us what happened. The demon Tenmataro. He killed Alderman Cupid. What? Wait, killed as in dead? Yes, and Tenmataro did it. Tenmataro? You stay here while I go have a look. Please, wait. It's a Tenmataro warding charm. It should protect you, but please be careful. The Alderman's in the Fox Chamber at the top of the main staircase. Okay, got it. So we have a Tenmataro warding charm. The Tenmataro warding charm that Jinxie gave me when I set out from the scene of the crime.
Are you all right? Who are you? Help! Someone call an ambulance!
The police arrived soon after that, at which point I returned to the festival grounds. Apparently the man impaled by the spear was already dead, and there was one other person there, and he was immediately rushed to the hospital. Thank goodness the other man's going to be fine. Sounds like he'd only been unconscious. You think Jinxie's going to be okay? I'm sure she'll be back to her old self in no time. At least she's calm enough for the police to question her for now. And I'd sure love to know what crazy animal left those feathers in tracks. Oh look, here comes Jinxie. Hi Trucy. Hi Mr. Demon Lawyer. Hey, feeling any better? I was wondering if you're up to filling us in on what happened. Okay, looks like we're gonna get some info from Jinxie. About what happened. So, the man with the spear in his chest was already dead? It was Alderman Cupid. When I found him, he was already... So, the victim was the village alderman? And the one who was found alive, who was he? Damien Tenma. He's the mayor of the neighboring city, Tenma Town. They arrested him. So, he's the killer. Nuh-uh! Papa didn't kill anyone. Papa, as in your father? That's right, Jinxie's dad is mayor of Tenma Town. No way. Yes way, but he's innocent. This just got way more complicated. The victim was the alderman of Ninetails Vale, and Jinxie's father, the mayor of Tenma Town, was arrested for the crime. Sounds like we have some investigating to do. I know this is difficult, Jinxie, but you need to hang in there. I know. I'll try my best. Would you mind telling me a little more about the victim? Okay, let's ask about the alderman. So the victim was the village alderman. What can you tell me about him? His name was Rex Cubey. They say his family has ties to the legendary Nine-Tailed Fox. He was really kind and he always looked out for me. He was a former pro wrestler, and I even heard he knew the amazing Ninetails. A former pro wrestler, huh? That's something to keep in mind. With your father being mayor and all, I guess you're originally from Tenma Town, huh? So then why did you come work here? It was to overcome your fears, right, Jinxie? Uh-huh. Plus Mama was from Ninetales Vale, though she's no longer with us. She loved these flowers. I always wanted to live where Ninetales flowers grew. Wow, what a beautiful flower. And with exactly 9 petals, too. Just looking at them gives me courage, even when I'm scared of yokai. The Ninetales flower is now in the court record, a flower found only in Ninetales Vale. It boosts Jinxie's courage because it was Hemwelder's favourite. Jinxie, when you first told us what happened, you said the killer was a demon. Uh-huh, the warding charm on the Forbidden Chamber's door. It's been removed. The Forbidden Chamber's door? That big door that was barred shut. There wasn't a charm on it when I checked it out, so I guess it was removed by someone. That's how Tenmataro escaped. Ooh, ooh. But when I try and remember what happened, it all goes fuzzy. Jinxie, you should go get some rest. You've been through a lot today. Between the warding charm being removed and the black feathers and weird tracks, I could see how a superstitious person might think a demon was the killer. Apollo, maybe this is your chance. Chance for what? To do the right thing and defend Jinxie's dad in court. Who, me? Wouldn't a man like me or Tenma have access to more experienced lawyers? You want to know what the detective said? They doubted there was a lawyer who could get a not guilty verdict in this one. Sounds like they're expecting an open and shut case. Don't worry, Jinxie. If anyone can prove your dad's innocence, it's Polly. What? You'll accept the case, won't you, Polly? Ooh, it's all over, isn't it? I'll be all alone for the rest of my life. Oh, right. Jinxie already lost her mother. Alright. Jinxie, leave your father's defense to me. Attaboy, Polly. You're going to help Papa, Mr. Demon Lawyer? Yep, because that's what lawyers do. Plus no toilet cleaning for a while. I'll do whatever it takes to make sure your father walks away a free man. But thank you, Mr. Demon Lawyer. I can tell you're one of the good ones. My demons are usually so mean. It's been a while, but I'll be fine. Ready or not, here comes justice. Guess I ought to go and meet my new client. Ah, but before I forget, better jot this down in my notebook. Hey Apollo, what's the notebook for? Oh, I just thought I should jot down some stuff about the case. And so I don't misplace them, I'm putting my notes in the court record. I guess it's what you would call a to-do list. Oh, sounds handy. To read my notes, I just opened the court record with RB. So yeah, no more... I don't think there will be any more cases of me coming on this game and getting lost as to what I'm doing, because this game actually has a rather handy notes section. So yeah, here we go. Case brief, murder of Alderman QB, go meet my client. Very handy. Oh, I almost forgot. So about Jinxie's father. No matter how scary he seems, promise me you'll resist the urge to run away. Wait, what? His angry glare can paralyze you with fear, and some claim he can even shoot laser beams from his eyes. Well, maybe Papa isn't really that scary. A paralyzing stare, laser beams from his eyes, he sounds like some kind of monster. I think it's about time I see Jinxie off. I'll head back to the office after I'm done. Okay, thanks. Okay, let's move to the detention center to speak with the client. Ah, visiting hours. Perfect timing. Hope he's not as scary as he sounds. Who are you? Yikes. So, you're Damien Tenma, right? I'm Apollo Justice, attorney at law. I'm here to help. Let me out of here. Sorry. I get a little loud sometimes. How incredibly rude. Sorry, did I do something to offend you? A visitor when all others shun me like a common criminal. And here I am with nothing to offer. I'm the epitome of rudeness. Wait, so he wasn't mad at me? Unworthy as I am, I, Damien Tenma, shall breach these walls, so that I may treat my benefactor to some tea and maybe some cookies too. No, wait, we can do tea and cookies after we prove your innocence. How about you start by telling me what happened? I see. So tea and cookies can wait, can they? Phew, that was close. We don't need jailbreak added to the list of charges. Seems like a good guy, but with a face like that, I can see why he's misunderstood. Okay, let's talk to the client. Reason for arrest. Mayor Tenma, do you mind if I ask why you were arrested? Grr. Whoa. Sorry, I guess some things are better left unsaid. Bah. Excuse me. To think a public paragon such as I could be treated like this. This arrest should never have happened. Go on. I fear the ill effects it will have on our youth. Now I've but one choice. I must leave here at once, if only to protect the moral fiber of our youth. No, wait! You can protect the moral fiber of our youth after you've been declared not guilty. I suppose you're right. Phew, our youth just came this close to quite a scare. My fingerprints were on the spear that killed Alderman QB. That's why I was arrested. Your prints were on the murder weapon? That's never good. Any idea how they got there? None, for I hardly remember a thing, you see. I was fast asleep at the time. Someone must have slipped me a sleeping pill or something. What's worse, somebody clobbered me on the head. I see, a drug-induced slumber and a blow to the head. No wonder you hardly remember a thing. Oh. Was that some kind of strange laugh? Well, I think we can safely assume your prints were planted while you were unconscious. Okay, let's ask him about a motive. What do the police have on you as far as a motive is concerned? Truth be told, there's been a bit of trouble between the alderman and I as of late. Oh, was it personal in nature? Nothing like that. It's a long story. But suffice to say, I've been pushing the merge Ninetails Vale with Tenma Town. Surrender Ninetails Vale to Tenma Town now! Yikes! That's what I told him. I'd like to tell you to stop shouting like that, but I'm too scared. So, that's the motive the police have established for the Alderman's murder? Indeed it is. After all, Alderman QB was dead set against a municipal murderer. And that's why they think you killed him. He was in your way. Curses! Mayor Tenma, are you okay? Jinxie, forgive me. I never meant to worry you like this. It'll work out fine, just leave it to me. If only it really were that easy. I don't even know where to start. Thank you for meeting with me, Mayor Tenma. Please, wait. My daughter, Jinxie. Yes? She already lost her mother. And now with me being held in here, I fear she'll be terribly lonely. I hesitate to ask, but I beg you, be a friend to her in her time of need. Leave it to me. Trucy and I will look out for your daughter. I shall rest a little easier then. You know, you remind me of some of the new friends Jinxie has been talking about. New friends? Yes, it seems she's made some new friends since she started working in Ninetails Vale. They're quite the unusual bunch, too. There's a lady with an exceptionally long neck, a young lad with an incredibly long tongue, and many other interesting characters. Friends sounds more like a bunch of monsters to me. Now, if you would excuse me, it appears my time is up. Phew, why am I so tired? I must have been more tense than I thought. Still, I'm glad he didn't turn out to be as scary as he looks. A call? Oh, it's Mr. Wright. Justice here. Apollo, is that you? Hi, Mr. Wright. What can I do for you? Trucy told me you've taken on a new case. Oh, that. It was kind of spur of the moment. He's actually calling me about a case. That's fine, but I have a favor to ask. Sure, what is it? I'm at the airport right now. There was someone I have to meet. A new addition to the agency, actually. Her name's Athena Sykes, and she just passed the bar. That's right, I remember hearing about her coming to join us. Guess that was today. She took off as soon as I told her you needed help with the case. It was like there was no stopping her. Wait, what? Where is she now? Probably somewhere in Ninetails Vale by now. That's where that favor I mentioned comes in. I need you to go find her. But I've never even met her before. What does she look like? She'll be the girl in the yellow suit sporting an attorney's badge. Okay, I'll find her. New addition to the agency. Well, I'd better get back to Ninetails Vale quick. Okay, let's move back to Ninetails Vale. So, let's start in Yokai Lane. I already told you. I'm a lawyer assigned to the case. I need to study the crime scene, so if you will please tell me where QB Manor is. You can't fool me, you're just some delinquent high school student playing hooky. You stupid, pig-headed. This attorney's badge isn't just for show, you know. Looks like I just found Miss Athena Sykes. Tusk, why won't you believe me? Don't expect me to defend you in court if you ever get arrested. Well, I'm the one who usually does the arresting, so... Say, shouldn't you be getting back to school? I already told you, I'm a lawyer, not a student. That's it. Enough of your lies. You're coming with me. Ah! Get your hands off of me! Go on, Athena.
What the?
No. Poor Apollo. Oh, think you can watch out for the bystanders next time? Oops, are you okay? I think so, but that police officer's out cold. I am so sorry. I do that when people suddenly grab me. It's like a reflex or something. Reflex sounds more like a felony. You're Athena Sykes, I take it? That would be me. And you are? I'm Apollo Justice. I work at the Right Anything Agency. The Right Anything Agency? What a fishy sounding name. It's a long story, but it is a law office among other things. Didn't Mr. Wright explain it to you? Oh right, that right. So then you must be... Where have you been? I've been looking all over for you. I could say the same thing to you. Well, here I am. Now, how about telling me a little bit about yourself? Mr. Wright didn't really tell me much, as always. Ah, of course. Feel free to ask away. Okay, let's learn more about Athena. So, Athena, I hear you just passed the bar. That's right, and here's my shiny new badge to prove it. Isn't it beautiful? Oh, so you must be a bit younger than me. Hehehe, a bit more than you might think, in fact. I'm only 18. 18? How in the world did you become a lawyer at that age? I skipped a few grades while I was an exchange student in Europe. And I got my license to practice law while I was over there. All I can say is, wow, she must be a genius or something. I also studied analytical psychology. Thought it might help me be a better lawyer. psychology helps her be a better lawyer. How exactly does that work? Okay, let's talk about the client. So, tell me about our client. What are they like? Oh, right, you haven't met him yet. Well... and that about sums it up. He's more worried about his daughter than himself. What a wonderful father! Wait, are you crying? I'm not crying. There was something in my eye. They're called tears. Moving right along, let's get down to business. Helping our client is priority number 1. Okay, let's ask about Athena's psychology studies. So, Athena, you mentioned studying psychology. That's right. I've always wanted to bring analytical psychology into the courtroom. The power of psychology will bring a breath of fresh air to the legal system. Oh, really? So, how do you plan on using it to defend our client? Well, for example, I can try to listen in on a witness's inner voice, and then analyze their psychological state with the help of my trusty partner, Widget. Widget? This device around my neck here. Say hi, Widget. Hi, Widget. It talks. Whoa, you need a volume knob. Anyway, the little guy will sometimes say what I'm feeling. Awkward. Don't worry, you'll get used to it. Now that, I seriously doubt. Oh, I almost forgot. I have something you might be interested in. I got it on my way here. Think it might have something to do with our case. Special edition covering our case. That was quick. That's the whole point of special editions, isn't it? To be the first to get the scoop? Rapido! Right. Well, let's see what it says here. What's the deal with the Spanish? Tenmataro was seen... he was seen flying through the sky? Yeah, somebody happened to snap that photo near Ninetails Vale. The article goes on to say it might be connected to the case. Apparently that photo was shot right after the murder occurred. Well, there were black feathers and strange tracks at the crime scene. I'm not surprised the locals think a yokai was involved. Wait a second. Yokai is in one of those Japanese monsters? My god! You don't actually think it was a supernatural murder, do you? Is that really my god in German? I just figured out that that might be what that means. No, of course not. Now German, why not plain old English? Okay, a special edition paper has been added to the court record. A newspaper with a photo of Tenmataro soaring through the air. Andale, Apollo! Let's get cracking on that crime scene already. Okay. So let's move to Yubi Manifoye. Do you hear that? It sounds like a TV or something. Oh look! There's a TV in that little room in the corner. In other news, a mysterious masked wrestler, the Amazing Ninetails, has been confirmed missing according to sources close to the wrestler. It appears he disappeared sometime after the special event held in Ninetails Vale today. He also failed to appear in a match today where he was scheduled to defend his title. Local villagers say his disappearance may be connected with Tenmataro's recent escape. So that wrestler's gone missing. Hey, you two. You don't belong in here. Eek! Don't worry, there's nothing suspicious. What about them there horns of yours? They look mighty suspicious if you ask me. Horns? That's my hair. Anyway, we're lawyers and we're here to... Ah, you're them lawyers come to defend Mayor Tenma, ain't ya? Shoulda reckoned what with that expensive looking bracelet you got there. Name's Phineas Filch. I'm the caretaker here. Pleased to meet ya. Same here. Wow, talk about a quick change of heart. So tell me, demon lawyer, bet you use them demonic horns of yours to scare the bejeebers out of witnesses, huh? Come here, you little horned demon, you. Youch! These horns, I mean my hair isn't meant to threaten anyone. They ain't. Seems a mighty big waste of perfectly good horns if you ask me. Then again, ain't none of my business, so... That was fast. Guess he's done with me. Well, I best get back to work.
Hold it!
Halt! Stop right there. Huh? Me? Apollo, your bracelet's gone. Ah. Don't you worry, Mr. Lawyer, sir. I'll check the lost and found later. Somehow I don't think that will be necessary. Just check your wrist right now. Ah! The cat's out of the bag. It was barely in the bag in the first place. You're having porridge?
Yes, I
Oh. What? Like peanut butter? Enjoy it. That was a pretty pathetic attempt. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Just couldn't control myself. Please forgive me, I'm begging ya. Sheesh, I almost feel sorry for him now. What should we do about him, Apollo? Well, I got my bracelet back and he seems sorry enough, so... I knew you'd understand, Mr. Lawyer, sir. You obviously got a big heart. As big as the wad of cash in your wallet, I hope. You leave my wallet out of this. Oh-ho! Hey, didn't you just finish apologizing for stealing from us? Run away, head for the hills. Get back here, you. Talk about a quick escape. Looks like he dropped a few things. Looks like a pair of diagrams. This one's of the crime scene and here's one of the foyer. He left his shoes behind too. The guy's the living definition of a bumbling thief. Let's hang on to his shoes. We can give him back next time we see him. As for the diagrams, I say we keep them. They look like something the police might draw. Wonder where the caretaker got him. Okay, we now have a diagram of the crime scene, as well as a diagram of the foyer, including the office used by the caretaker Phineas Filch. Now then, as I recall, the Fox chamber should be at the top of those stairs. Whoa! Where did all these black feathers and weird tracks come from? The popular opinion seems to be that they're from Tenmataro. You mean the great evil has returned? Even if he did, I'd be laughed out of the courthouse trying to indict him. Hey, who are you and what are you doing here? This is a crime scene. And who are you? Are you with the police? I asked first, who are you and what are you doing here? On second thought, I'm placing you under arrest for disturbing a crime scene. Ah, under arrest? But save it for the boys back at HQ. Now come quietly or else. I don't want to be late for lunch. Please wait, we're May's Miss Lawyers. Well, why didn't you say so? So you're the lawyers I heard about. Ha ha ha, I almost took you two in. You sure were suspicious though. I don't know how many more times I can take being called suspicious in one day. Sorry, we didn't catch your name. My name? I'm Bobby Fulbright, the heroic detective who defends Argo's citizens from evil. The champion of justice who comes running whenever you're in need. And my catchphrase? It's Injustice We Trust. Oh boy, this guy's a story and a half. So, what can I do for you? Okay, we've met a new character. So, would it be okay if we had a look around? Certainly not. No another. I can't talk today. It's like my tongue just keeps stumbling over my teeth. So yeah, bear with me if I'm like stumbling over my words a little bit. Certainly not. No unauthorized personnel allowed. Couldn't you make an exception? Cease and desist at once or you'll have to deal with my little friend here. Ah, yikes, is he reaching for us? In justice we trust. Phew, it's justice badge. You may be Mayor Tenma's attorneys, but you still need authorization across the police line. Apollo, let's see if we can't change his mind. Good luck, let me know how it goes. I bet he's as bent as heroes come. Okay, persuasion. You're wasting your time and mine. Nobody's crossing this line without authorization. I'm a wall of justice keeping injustice, that will be you at bay. Ah, I knew it. Look, there's just us and you here, right? Justice and me, you say? That's right. That's right. Are you trying to say that Justice and I aren't enough to keep you out? What? No, silly. We're saying that you're an inspiration in our quest for justice. No, it can't be. You have him on the ropes now, Athena. If we were on the side of justice, would you let us through? But guarding the crime scene is a part of justice too. I'm just gonna clear my throat a little bit because I can feel things catching at the back of it. Okay, hopefully I'll sound a bit clearer now. In terms of, you know, like not raspy or not with things like in the back of my throat. Sure, but only a bad guy will stand in the way of justice, right? Ah, whose justice is the most just here? Well, we can't have a fair and just trial without a thorough investigation, so... Oh, Lady Justice, what would you have me do? I think we really got to him. Yeah, he seems pretty neurotic as far as champions of justice go. Our pleas for justice must have had a huge impact. It's tying him up in knots. Now's our chance to start looking around. After all that about authorized personnel only, this was surprisingly easy. Should I stop them or let them through? Whose justice is more just? Well, let's get to work. We're supposed to be finding clues related to the crime, right? Right, search of the crime scene should turn up some evidence we can use at the trial. Let's try viewing the crime scene from different angles. You never know what's hiding just around the corner, right? So we move the cursor with left stick and change our perspective with right stick. If there's a particular spot you want to examine, just give it a tap. Okay, let's leave no stone unturned. Nous allons commencer. Let's get started. Yeah, I only did a little bit of French in primary school, so I'm not the most well versed in in French and how to speak it. But hopefully I didn't totally butcher that French saying. Okay, let's start by looking at the body body on the table first. So this is where Alderman QB's body was found. Apparently the murder weapon, a spear, had Mayor Tenma's prints on it. That's not good. Never fear, Detective Fulbright is here. Yikes. Of course I can't offer you any information on my investigation, so in the name of justice I must say goodbye. What was that all about? Okay, so Let's look at the body in the other chair. Wow, this is a pricey looking chair. Apparently the mayor was found drugged and unconscious in it. Really? Yeah, and when he came to, he was arrested for murder. Talk about your rude awakenings. So he's the prime suspect in a crime he knows nothing about? That stinks. Oh, poor Mr. Tenma. He must be feeling so scared and confused. Apollo, it's up to us to save him. It's like she's on her own emotional roller coaster. Okay, let's look at the tipped over chair. There's something wedged under this chair. Let's see if we can't lift it up and freeze. Yikes. No disturbing crime scene evidence, even if you are the mayor's lawyers. He does have a point there. Hey, Detective Fulbright, did you hear about that attack over on Yokai Lane? I heard an elderly woman was assaulted by a strange yokai shaped like a roll of cloth. And you waited till now to tell me? I better get over there at once. In justice we trust. That was surprisingly easy. Okay, Apollo, now's our chance to look around some more. The more I get to know her, the scarier she gets. Hope she never finds my weakness. Okay, let's look at the green cloth. Whatever this is, it's stuck all tight. Looks like a large blood-stained cloth. The blood's probably the alderman's, but it's pretty far from his body. Wonder how it got here. And why does this seem important? Okay, let's look at the, let's look at the blood and the feathers. These weird tracks must have been made when someone stepped in the alderman's blood. Maybe the killer inadvertently made them when they were fleeing. They're pretty big tracks, almost bird-like. The feathers also point to a bird, and it must be one big bird, and not of the friendly yellow type either. Maybe it's some mutant bird creature. So your theory is a giant mutant bird murdered Alderman QB with a spear? It's more plausible than saying a monster or a yokai did it. Sorry to burst your bubble, but a giant spear-wielding bird is by definition a monster. Yeah, it really is. Okay, let's look in the statues. Look, this statue only has one tail. Maybe it's the nine-tailed fox's sidekick. I bet the number of tails represents the yokai's power. So, if you have two, Apollo, I'd only have one? Wait, what? Not that it means you're better than me, got it? Like I said, what? Okay, let's look at the door. The Forbidden Chamber. They say the demon Tenmatara was imprisoned in there before his escape. Think we can get the door open? It's worth a try. No good. It's shut tight. I don't even see a keyhole. Seems pretty hopeless. In justice we trust. Yikes. Now I'm just hearing the voice of someone in need. Allow me to fill you in. This door simply will not open. We've tried and tried, but it won't budge. It's an essential part of the culture found in this manor, so we can't blow it up either. So an unopenable door. Right. According to Miss Jinxie Tenma, it was shut tight when she came across the crime scene. Thanks for the tip, Detective Fulbright. We didn't expect you to be so helpful. Ah, forget I just said that. Still, the Forbidden Chamber was shut tight at the time of the murder. Sounds like something I better keep in mind. Oh, this isn't good. I'm drinking loads of water and yet my throat's sore already. Right, okay. Let's switch perspective and look at the folding screen. It's a folding screen. I wonder what they were using it for. I read that the Japanese used to use these in drafty rooms, but now they're just for show. You mean like my attorney's badge? Poor Athena. That cop treating her like a child must have really bothered her. Okay, let's look at the swords. This one's a spear, but what about this one? It looks like a giant pair of pliers. Looks like something a demon might use. Saw something like that in a manga once. Really? What are they used for? Oh, things like pinching through cheeks. Ew! Pulling out tongues. Stop! Oh, and you should see what they can do to a person's eyes. Okay, I get the idea. But I'm sure this thing is just a simple can opener or something like that. Demons eat canned food. I always wonder what they eat besides people. Okay, so, let's look at the clock. Apollo, what words come to mind when you watch that pendulum in there? Unsteady and, restless. That's a direct representation of your current state of mind. Wait, that was some kind of psychological test. My diagnosis, this strange case has made you anxious, causing you to lose your cool. You're actually not that far off the mark. Okay, okay, nothing much else there. So let's flip perspective again. Ooh, there's a statue here. What do we have here? Looks like a statue of the nine-tailed fox and 10 Matara battling it out. Eek! Careful, Apollo, it's got blood on it. Really? Hey, you're right. Wonder if it's the alderman's blood. How can you remain so calm after seeing all this blood? Well, this isn't the first I've seen something like this, so... You're no fun at all. At least act surprised or grossed out or something for my first case. I'm already a lawyer. You want me to be an actor too? Okay, and the fox and demon statue is in the court record. What else is there? Window. Hey, this window opens. And outside, we have ourselves a steep cliff. The window only opens about 6 inches. Not wide enough for anyone to get in or out. Look, Apollo, there's something caught in the window frame. It looks like gold fur. What a pretty color. It must be from some kind of animal. Wonder what it's doing here. Did Alderman QB have a pet fox? Golden fur found at the crime scene. Guess that about wraps it up. Oh wow, we've really examined everything important. Interesting. Now, if only we can get that detective to tell us what he knows. Hey, Apollo, do you hear something? I don't hear anything. Oh right, your hearing must not be as sensitive as mine. What are you talking about? A whooshing sound, like wind rushing through a narrow street. And the echo of someone's voice. In Justice We Trust. Ah! Haha, someone's got a sharp set of ears. That was the sound of my righteous voice reverberating through the air duct. I heard it through the air ducts? Yeah, check it out. But why would she hear you through there? Why don't we go to the diagram? As you can see, that vent is connected to an air duct that leads out into the hallway. The wind must have rushed through there. and carried my monologue with it straight to your ears. And what a unique monologue it was. I was just thinking, maybe the killer made their escape through that air duct or something. A cute theory, but I don't think so. The air duct in the hallway is low enough to climb into, that much is true. But as you can see, the vent in the ceiling is very high. 9 feet high, in fact. I highly doubt that there's any way to get up there without a ladder or something. And I don't see anything of the sort in this room with you. I guess you're right. Speaking of things in this room, yeah. Can you tell us what you guys turned up, Detective Fulbright? Not on my watch, buddy. In the name of justice, I cannot reveal facts pertaining to the prosecution's case. Aw, come on, throw us a bone here. Excuse me, Detective Fulbright, but I recall you saying earlier that you would come running whenever we were in need. Yerk, I suppose I did say that. Helping those in need is what justice is all about, but keeping information out of enemy hands is also a form of justice. Which justice is the most just? Why is this always so hard? Well, how about this? Let's do a little give and take. I mean, serving in the public is part of justice too. Serving the public is part of justice too, right? You know, like the police motto, to serve and protect. I doubt leaking information to the defense team falls under that motto. Yes, of course, I must serve as well as protect. Okay, I will share some info. In the name of justice. We did it, Apollo. Yeah, we did it alright, but I'm not sure that was entirely ethical. Okay, let's talk to Fulbright. Details of the case. Was it Miss Jinxie Tenma who first discovered the crime scene? That's right, and this photo shows what she saw when she opened the door. Miss Tenma had a key, allowing her immediate access. A key? So then the Fox chamber was locked? Yes. And Miss Tenma had the only key to its door. Really? So Alderman QB didn't have a key to the Fox chamber? Actually, he had a master key for most of the doors in the manor, but he disappeared after his murder. Disappeared? You think the killer took it? It could very well be connected to the murder. We're looking into the possibility now. But it's the timing of Miss Tenma's discovery that I think is most important. Of course I'm not going to share that info with you. Ha ha ha. You think you're some kind of champion of justice, but you're just plain old mean. I won't fall for that, you shameless rascal. I only help good little boys and girls. Shameless rascal? Who even says that? Well, I wouldn't exactly call you a good little girl either. Here we got the crime photo added to the court record. Now let's ask about feathers and tracks. Those feathers and tracks look like something a yokai might leave behind. You don't actually think the murderer was some sort of monster, do you? What's the name of that creature in the Forbidden Chamber? Tenma something. Because from the black feathers and big tracks, it looks like that creature did it. Our prime suspect would no doubt love to pin the blame on some imaginary creature. Can Tenma whatchamacallit even be made a victim of slander? I doubt the mayor would do something as childish as blaming a boogeyman. So the most likely scenario so far is that Tenma guy left the feathers and tracks behind to make it look like the yokai Tenma was the killer. Wait, what? Now I'm as confused as you. At any rate, I doubt Mayor Tenma will plant evidence like that. Okay, now let's ask about suspects. So, Mayor Tenma is your only suspect? That's right, even his name, Damien Tenma, makes him sound like a villain. And he's really scary looking, too. Wait, are you telling me that's why he was arrested? Ha ha ha, don't be ridiculous. He was the only one without an alibi. Oh, is that so? Yep, Other than the victim, the suspect, and Miss Tenma, the only others around were Mr. Filch and Mayor Tenma's aide, and the two of them were together at the time. Filch, the guy who tried to steal my bracelet, just living up to his name, I guess. We should go talk to him again when we have a chance. What about Jinxie? She's not being suspected at all? She may have no alibi whatsoever, but she also has no motive. It's unfathomable that she would murder the alderman and pin the crime on her father. Besides, do you really think a little girl could lift up this huge spear? True enough, that spear looks even bigger than her. That's about all I can reveal at this time. Well, you must admit, Damien Tenma appears to be the most likely suspect. I admit it looks bad, but I'm still not buying it. Oh, and one more thing. I must warn you about the prosecutor. The prosecutor assigned to Mayor Tenma's trial. That's the one. He's, how shall I put it, not what you'd expect. That is, unless you've faced a convicted killer serving hard time as a prosecutor before. What the? Is this some kind of joke? Okay, let's ask about the prosecution. Can I ask why a man in prison for murder is serving as prosecutor? Because he's mastered the use of psychology in courtroom battles. Everyone's talking about how this murder was the work of some strange creature, but yokai are nothing more than a figment of the imagination. They're baloney. Who better to prove this than a master of psychology? He's the best man for the job. But he's a convicted murderer. No matter how you look at it, that's just insane. Well, the chief prosecutor personally assigned him, so none of us are in a position to question the matter. This really is the dark age of the law. This prosecutor, he wouldn't happen to go by the name Blackquill, would he? Bingo, Simon Blackquill. So you have heard of him. You could say that. What's that supposed to mean? Well, I bet you don't know his unofficial title. Ever heard of the Twisted Samurai? That's Prosecutor Blackquill. The Twisted Samurai? Is that because he's a criminal? Well, yes and no. You could say it also has to do with the effect this crime had on things. How so? His conviction is what twisted and warped the legal world into this dark age of the law. What? And he of all people is going to stand in court tomorrow? Hahaha, never fear. I myself will be there to protect you. That's reassuring, I guess. Well, you kids knock yourselves out. Can't wait to see how you do tomorrow. Wait, Detective Fulbright, I've been meaning to ask you something. Why are you barefoot? This doesn't look like the sort of place where you need to take your shoes off. I hadn't even noticed. Why am I barefoot? You honestly hadn't noticed until just now? Wait a second. Those shoes we found earlier. Excuse me, Detective Fulbright. These wouldn't happen to be your shoes, would they? Yes, they are. My favorite pair, in fact. Thank you for bringing them to me. You must truly be on the side of justice. Don't tell me Mr. Filch actually stole from a detective. Stealing shoes right off of someone's feet? That's pretty amazing. I find it more amazing that Detective Fulbright didn't notice. Well, looks like we've gotten all we can out of the detective, so let's see. Maybe we should go have a word with Mr. Filch. I want to hear what his alibi is. This is just awful. It's terrible, I say. Somebody help. Oh look, it's Mr. What was it again? Finch? No, the name's Filch. Phineas Filch. Keep on pilfering and you may wind up in jailbird instead. So what seems to be the problem, Mr. Filch? Oh, it's just terrible. Terrible, I tell ya. Come quick. Okay. What's the deal with him all of a sudden? Looks like some kind of mask. It's the Amazing Ninetales' mask. The Amazing Ninetales? Oh right, the wrestler who appeared during the festival's special event. What's his mask doing here? He never take off his mask like this. Someone must have killed him. What? Who would do such a thing? Let's go talk over there in private. Look, there's some white hair caught up inside this mask. Okay, the mask has been added to the court record. So, what makes you believe that the amazing Ninetales has been murdered? You really want to know, eh? You're a studious one, ain't ya? Yes, I mean no. Just tell me, please. Well, it's like this. I dreamed of becoming a wrestler myself. Hey, how about you join me in the quest for the champion's belt? What a team! Me and my bandit's mask and you and that demon mask of yours. Demon mask? Wonder if I can make it big. Apollo, let's save your pro wrestling debut until after the trial. Huh? Oh, no, I wasn't actually... why did I let him pull me off topic like that? Come on, Apollo, ask him about the amazing Ninetales murder already. Okay, let's ask him about the amazing Ninetales. The amazing Ninetales is our village's savior, and don't you forget it. His trademark gold cape made to look like 9 foxtails. He rolls through the ring, smacking down 10 Midtown wrestlers left and right. He sparked the monster phrase, revitalizing Ninetales Vale in the blink of an eye. Yep, saved our village from becoming a ghost town. Now it's a yokai town. The amazing Ninetales really does sound, well, amazing. Yeah, pretty amazing, huh? That's why he's worshipped like a hero around here. I'm proud to be from the same village as him. Come to think of it, you look kind of monster like yourself, Mr. Filch. Guess it makes sense since you're from the same village as the amazing Ninetales. I know, a lot of people have told me I look like a yokai. Since when was that a compliment? Ouch, what's the big idea? Check your pocket. Hey, how'd you do that? Keep it, I got lots more. Okay, amazing Ninetales, we'll see. A photo of the hero sparked the monster craze and saved Ninetales Vale from becoming a ghost town. So, you keep saying that the amazing Ninetales was killed. What's the story behind that? Okay, let's ask him about what Apollo just said. He's saying he was murdered because his mask washed up along the river outside. That's only part of it. The main reason is no one's seen him since a special event. The word around Ninetales Vale is he was killed by Tenmataro. You villagers are really superstitious, aren't you? That we are. We love conspiracy theories too, like the mayor's diabolical plot. The mayor of Tenmatown? What's he plotting? Rumor has it he's planning on releasing Tenmataro. That's why he wants the murderer. He'll open the Forbidden Chamber once he's in control. It's quite a tale. Ain't finished yet. There was only one person who could stop the mayor. Our hero, the amazing Ninetales. He vowed to battle the mayor of Tenmatown and stop the municipal murder. I couldn't make this stuff up if I tried. Apollo, we still have to ask him about the alderman's murder, remember? Okay, let's do as Athena says. Mr. Filch, would you mind telling us what you were doing at the time of the murder? I was in the caretaker's office guarding the entrance like Mr. QB said I should, and I made double sure no one came in. I have a clear view of the foyer from where I work. He must be talking about this small room in the upper right. It definitely looks like you can keep track of the comings and goings from there. And you have an alibi to back your statement up, Mr. Filch. I do indeed. I was with Mayor Tenma's aide. Floral LaBelle's his name. So the two of you were together. That's a pretty sound alibi, alright. And nobody came in or out of the manor around the time of the murder. Kept watch here the whole time, didn't see a soul pass by. And if anyone did, that their security camera would have spotted them. So no one came in or out around the time of the murder. That means we're dealing with someone who was already inside when it happened. So, do you think this mask is the real deal? Without a doubt. This here's the mask worn by the amazing Nine-Tails. What about that white hair I found inside the mask? Wait, I just thought of something. Remember the golden animal fur we found at the crime scene? Could it have come from this mask? Look, there's even a spot where some fur is missing. And this places this mask at the crime scene at some point in time. Which means... What does this mean? Someone with white hair who is linked with the murder and is against the murder? No way. Could the amazing Nine-Tails and the alderman actually be... Oh... Could the alderman actually be amazing Nine-Tails? Something wrong, Apollo? You should see the look. You should see the look on your face. Oh no, it's nothing. Maybe Jinxie could tell us something since she works here. Okay, golden fur has been reattached to the amazing Nine-Tails mask. Okay, so, what? Talk to Jinxie. So, we gotta go find Jinxie, so let's go check Huey Manor Garden. No? Maybe she's on Yokai Lane. Oh look, there's Jinxie. Milk, cheese, yogurt, ice cream, and... Sounds like she's out grocery shopping. She must really like dairy products. A charm to make a better milkshake and another to cure my lactose intolerance. Maybe she should just stick to soy milk. Jinxie, hey, it's me. Eek! It's the demon lawyer. Ack, not another warning charm. Apollo, who is she? Oh right, this is your first time meeting each other. This is Jinxie, Mayor Temna's daughter. She was the first to discover the crime scene. Oh, so she's the one who... hello, my name's Athena Sykes. I'll be helping Apollo defend your father at the trial. Pleased to meet you. Pleased to meet you too. Where's Trucy? She went back to the office ahead of us. But don't worry, Athena and I are on the case. Oh wait, how do I know you didn't... that you didn't gobble her up alive? Relax, I didn't eat her up. And I wouldn't do such a thing in the first place. Oh, poor little Trucy. I'm about ready for some tears of frustration myself. She's quite an interesting character, huh, Apollo? Okay, let's talk to Jinxie about the incident. Jinxie, do you remember any more of what happened? Not much. At least not yet. But you do think Tenmatara was the killer, right? That yokai we saw at the festival? I don't know anything about that. Huh? But you said Tenmatara murdered the alderman. It's okay, Jinxie. You can tell me. Yikes, what was that for? People see things when they don't get enough sleep. There's no such thing as monsters. Ah, what's gotten into her? So if there are no monsters, you admit I'm human? No, you're still a demon. Oh, I give up. It seems like Jinxie doesn't want to talk about Tenmatara for some reason. But that's precisely what we need to know more about. Besides, she definitely thought there was a yokai there in the fox chamber. Jinxie, about this charm. Ah, that's... You gave me this when I was heading off to the scene of the crime. You thought Mataro was the murderer. That's why you gave this to me, right? That's true, but if there's anything else you could tell us, it would really help. And it will help your father, too. Alright then. Okay, Mataro did it. Why do you think Mataro's the killer? I saw him with my own eyes. Mataro was right there in the manor. He escaped his prison and ran right by me. What? Jinxie, tell us everything you saw. I called the police after I stumbled on the scene. I was just about to head back to the festival grounds when I saw Mataro. It was right around here. He was running right at me. I was paralyzed with fear, but there was no one around to help me. The foul beast raced right by me toward the foyer. Mr. Filch and Mr. LaBelle were supposedly in the foyer at that time. That means they would have seen Mataro too. Sounds like we better get their statements. Considering Jinxie's mental state, her eyes could have been playing tricks on her. Apollo, remember the picture in this paper? Someone caught Mataro flying through the air. I wonder if it's the same Mataro Jinxie said she saw. Don't be ridiculous. Mataro is the killer, and he can fly too. Okay, the Amazing Ninetales. Jinxie works at the Alderman's Manor, so maybe she can shed some light on this. So no one knows the Amazing Ninetales' true identity? They say no one's ever seen him without his mask. Doesn't that make you want to know even more? That's why matches where wrestlers trying to expose their opponent are so popular. As a wrestling fan, I do love a good, there is actually a Spanish term for it. It's called lucha de apuestas, I think. But it's basically any match where like the wrestler puts something on the line, whether it's like, it can be something as like tame as their career, or like losing their title, or sometimes it can be something as wacky as like they'll shave their head, or they'll take their mask off. Like, it's really funny. Wait, you mean expose us and strip them naked? Eek, you even think like a demon. The only thing the winner removes is the loser's mask. To have your mask torn off is the worst humiliation a wrestler could suffer. That's why their masks are more important to them than life itself. So you see, these unmasking matches are life and death battles for the wrestlers. That means this mask didn't just happen to wash up along the riverbank. There's got to be a story behind it. No one can stop the Amazing Ninetales. Bet she'd be shocked to find out he's really the Alderman. Okay, the Mataro Jinxie saw. About the yokai you saw at the scene of the crime. Anything else stand out? Actually, I heard this strange jangly sound. A jangly sound? Can you be a little more specific? My memory's kind of fuzzy, but I vaguely recall seeing Mataro holding a staff or something like that. Maybe that's what was making the strange sound. Does Mataro usually carry a staff? Good question. I've never heard anything like that, and it's not shown on the scroll. How about in other documents? Any of them show Mataro with a staff? This is the only known document depicting Mataro. After all, those who needlessly depict the demon are forever cursed. And what's the deal with the Mataro you saw, Jinxie? Okay, the scroll has been updated in the court record. The sole document showing what Mataro looks like. It seems those who foolishly choose to depict the demon are cursed. And Jinxie's eyewitness account has been added to the court record. Why didn't you tell me you saw Mataro earlier? Actually, Mr. LaBelle told me not to tell. Mr. LaBelle? Papa Said. Oh, right. The other guy who was supposedly in the foyer at the time of the crime. And what exactly did he tell you? Keep the village superstitions in mind before you go talking about seeing Tenmataro at the time of the crime. Village superstitions? They say you must not gaze upon Tenmataro, but in the event that you do look, and then tell anyone what you saw, Tenmataro will claim your soul. And that's something everyone here knows. Sounds like a bunch of baloney to me. Everyone from babies to the village elders knows about it. But I didn't because I'm not from around here. Hey, come to think of it. Why is everyone hiding their faces? Hey, you there. You mustn't stare at Tenmataro like that. Lower your eyes. He'll steal your soul if you're not careful. Steal my soul? Seriously? The guy at the special event thing said almost the exact same thing. Apollo, do you think this LaBelle guy actually believes in Tenmataro? I seriously doubt it. He's not even from Ninetales Vale. Well, why would he try to keep Jinxie from talking? Good question. I think we better go have a word with him. Time to unmask this monster of a mystery. The last time I saw Mr. LaBelle, he was relaxing in the foyer. Bueno, next stop, the manor foyer. With any luck, he'll be there waiting for us. I really don't know what the right way to say foyer or foyer is. Like, I've heard people say foyer, and I've heard other people say foyer. I think the British way of saying it is foyer, so I'll probably try and keep saying it that way. But yeah, I think foyer is how Americans say it, if I'm not mistaken. There's no one here. Guess our luck isn't so good when it comes to Mr. LaBelle. Maybe he's out for a walk or something. Somebody left something on the sill of the caretaker's office window. Oh, it's a TV program guide. Looks like someone circled a pro wrestling match. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Eek! It's oh, Mr. Filch. What can we do for you? I bet she was going to scream monster, which really isn't much of a stretch. Ain't nothing I need you to do for me. But what business do you got with my TV listing? Oh no, it just caught my eye. Can I ask if you watched this pro wrestling program today? Yep, it was a match between a couple of rank amateurs though. It was a complete disaster. I reckon even I could have done better than that. I seriously doubt that. Okay, the TV listing has been added to the court record. Almost forgot, there's something I wanted to ask him. Mr. Filch, did you see anything unusual around the time of the murder? For example, Tenmataro or something like that? Tenmataro? So you did see him? Ma, how clean and shiny your forehead is again today, Mr. Lawyer, sir. Bet you shine it up every day real pretty like. The ladies must love it. Don't change the subject. And FYI, that was a seriously bad attempt at flattery. Jinxie said she saw Tenmataro flee toward the foyer, so you must have seen him too if you were here. Yaps! Wow, I really pushed a button there. Well, did you see anything or not? Hold it. That is quite enough. I must ask that you not pester my friend anymore. Yaps, forgive me for being pestered, sir. And you are? I am Florent LaBelle. Beau Divine and personal aide to Mayor Damien Tenma. Beau Divine? More like yokai grotesque. This place is crawling with monsters. Oh, excuse you. Ah! Well, what the heck was that for? Ha 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 ha! It was just a little clue. You had a look of stinky sweat about you. It's from my own original brand of cosmetics called Je suis la Belle. Oh, what a heavenly scent. Oh, I think you just paralyzed my olfactory receptor. Ha! I suppose such a scent would be difficult for a peasant to appreciate. I'll have you know that is brand number 5, Bonjour. It's my way of introducing myself. Enjoy. Where's my bottle of adieu so I can return the favor? Enough about the cologne. Please tell us what you saw around the time of the murder. Well, we finally met the mysterious LaBelle. Okay, keeping Jinxie quiet. I heard you're the one who told Jinxie not to mention that she saw Tenmataro. Why, that little... So she told you she saw the demon, did she? Mr. LaBelle, do you mind if I ask whether you believe in the village superstitions? Ha! Oh, please. I was merely trying to keep with traditions. Nevertheless, I will say this. I wouldn't stick my nose into this whole Tenmataro business if I were you. Bad things happen to those who do. That much is true. He is one scary monster. That's crazy. You really expect me to believe that monsters are real? Ha! Well, you're real and you sure look like a monster. Look who's talking. So, Mr. LaBelle, you didn't see Tenmataro? Ah! Little Jinxie has an active imagination. Isn't that right, Phineas? That's right. I didn't see nothing, especially not Tenmataro. As for me, I only see things of beauty. That's why I can barely see you. I've got 2 words for this guy. Total freak. Okay, let's ask LaBelle about his alibi. Can I ask you what you were doing at the time of the crime? In other words, you'd like to hear my alibi. Just to think you'd suspect me of all people. Oh no, it's just a formality. We asked her. Ow! How dare you doubt me? That's an affront to beauty itself. You obviously can't see straight. Oh, like that spritz really helped. What was he doing, you ask? Go ahead, Filchy. Answer the question. At the time of the crime, we were, in this here foyer. Or foyer, sorry. Exactly. Good answer, Filchy. Good answer. Just repeating what you took. You've said quite enough. What is with these two? Great, now he's got me talking like that. Are we quite through here? I'm a very busy man, you know. Right, well, thanks for your help. So, these two were in the foyer, but they didn't see Tenmataro. Come along, Filchy. Where are we going? Oh, right, gotta practice some statements for tomorrow. Yikes, my eyes! You're going to dig your own grave with that big mouth of yours someday. What does he mean, practice statements? Now, if you would excuse me, it's time to touch up my makeup. I basically tried to give that guy like a masculine, timeless Tony Storm voice. Timeless Tony Storm being one of my favourite women's wrestlers, not just in AEW, but period. Like, she is such a good wrestler. Apollo, I know this sounds strange, but Mr. LaBelle seems unusually preoccupied with Tenmataro. Really? How can you tell? Well, it's kind of hard to explain. You see, I can read people's emotions from the tone of their voice. You mean you have good ears? Something like that. People's emotions are expressed in the tone of their voice, and my ears can pick up on even the subtlest of tones for some reason. That's an interesting skill, but what do you mean he's preoccupied with Tenmataro? I'm not exactly sure, but it was like he was obsessed with the thought of Tenmataro. That's what I picked up from his voice anyway. Everywhere we turn it's Tenmataro this, Tenmataro that. We should go talk to the mayor too. Sounds like a plan. We need to get to the bottom of that rumor about him wanting to release Tenmataro. Okay, back to the detention center we go. Something wrong, Apollo? Where did your enthusiasm go? What am I doing asking the mayor if he has ever thought about releasing Tenmataro? At best he'll think I'm an idiot. At worst... Ooh. Oh, he's here! It's so nice to finally meet you. I'm Mr. Justice's partner, Athena Sykes. I'm looking forward to working with you, Mr. Taro. Hi, Naturaholic. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Oh yes, I look forward to working with you too. Eek. Glad he didn't mind Athena calling him by a completely wrong name. Apollo, he's just as kind and gentle looking as I'd imagined. Lucky for you after that blunder you just made. There was something I wanted to talk to you about. There are rumors going around about how you want to or did set Tenmataro free. What utter nonsense. Yikes. They always assume the worst of me because of the way I look. But those rumors don't have a shred of truth, I tell you. A little touchy about his appearance. Oh, you're just looking up car things? Yeah, cool. But yeah, I'm doing good. Just enjoying playing Ace Attorney Dual Destinies. A little touchy about his appearance, isn't he? What he really needs to work on are his people skills. Okay, let's talk to Tenma about Tenmataro's revival. So rumor has it that you want to push the merger through in order to release Tenmataro. Of course, that's a bunch of baloney, isn't it? Grr. Ack. Sorry if I offended you. So, that's the talk around town, is it? I can see how that would make you angry. What if Jinxie's schoolmates start teasing her about this? Huh? I must break out of here at once. Her tormentors must be taught a lesson. No, wait. First we have to get you a not guilty verdict. Don't try to stop me. This is about a father's duty to his darling daughter. Hold tight, sweet Jinxie. Daddy's coming to save you. Relax, we'll look out for your daughter until we can get you free. Is that so? You don't need me to go straighten things out myself. Oh boy, they'd probably call in the SWAT team if he showed up at her school. Oh right, I ought to ask about the reason behind the merger. Oh wow, sudden cough came out of nowhere. Why the merger? It seems like you were rather forceful in pushing for the municipal merger. Did you really want Ninetailsville that badly? Yes, well, it's quite an attractive prize in terms of tourism. Oh, he's lying. Wait, am I feeling what I think I'm feeling? Sure, I played a bit of hardball, but only when I deemed it necessary. I knew it. My bracelet's reacting. What is it, Apollo? Mayor Tenma may not be telling the whole truth. Really? How can you tell? People invariably tense up when they lie. That's where my bracelet here comes in. I can sense when the person I'm talking to is feeling tense, because it begins to feel tight on my arm. No way! You can do that? Wait, so you believe me? Just like that? Sure, each of us has our own special gifts. Oh yeah, Athena has a gift too, her special sense of hearing. Still, what do you think the mayor is lying about? I don't know, but it's our job to find out. It's been a while since my bracelet last reacted like this. Let's see if I still remember how to do this. First I touch my bracelet with Y. Oh, with triangle. Right, now let's give it a whirl. Perceive. Let's do it. Yes, I remember this feeling of intense concentration. The ability to see the smallest twitch, the slightest frown that no one else can see. Now, Mayor Tenmo is lying somewhere in that statement he just made. And when he lied, a certain habit made itself clear just under his right eye. I just have to shift my viewpoint up and focus on that area. Alright, I've got him now. His nervous tells should appear when he's trying to pull the wool over my eyes. I've got to pore over every word he says and wait for it to appear. And when it does, I'll perceive it. No nervous tell appearing as of yet. Now? Yeah, there it is. His eyes twitching. Classic tell that someone's lying. Although it can also mean tiredness.
Gotcha!
Mr. Mayor, please, you can trust us with the truth. The truth? I don't understand. When you mentioned tourism, the bottom of your right eye started twitching. What nonsense is this? So what if it did? Please tell us more about your merger bid. What more is there to tell? Why were you really seeking to merge with Ninetails Vale? I already told you. Tourism. The monster craze really revitalized the village, making it quite the prize. You really don't trust us, do you? What are you talking about? The village has been hot property ever since the monster craze started, has it not? I think you've yet to realize that what you're saying contradicts facts. You say that the monster craze really revitalized Ninetails Vale, so you felt it would be an attractive prize for its tourism, but that would contradict this. Is it the amazing Ninetails Glossy?
Take that!
The monster craze in Ninetails Vale is a very recent phenomenon. It was sparked when the amazing Ninetails rose up against the municipal merger. The village was practically a ghost town before then. Ah! So you see, you couldn't possibly have seen it as an attractive prize for its tourism. What's the real reason behind your push to merge Tenma Town with Ninetails Vale, huh? Well, Okay, I need to rush off somewhere. I will be right back. Hang tight, guys. Okay guys, I am back. Thank you for the little bit of patience whilst I got back to it. Okay. Yeah, clearly, I mean, I'm not gonna go too into detail, but yeah, the water clearly, yeah, I've been drinking a lot of water, obviously, and yeah, it seemed to go through my system pretty fast. So yeah, definitely needed a bathroom break there. But yeah, so let's get the real truth from Damien Tenma about why he wanted to merge with Ninetales Vale. Are you ready to tell me the truth now? Honestly, I never wanted to pursue the merger in the first place, but I had no choice if I wanted to protect my darling little Jinxie. Protect her from what? I received a threat. It said either I go through with the merger or my Jinxie dies. What? How awful! Who would do such a thing? I don't know, but whoever blackmailed me must be connected to the murder. Wait, so you think the blackmailer and the killer could be one and the same? Alderman QB was immensely popular, so you have to ask who would want him dead. The blackmailer who wanted the merger at all costs had all the motive in the world. But why go from blackmail to murder? The merger protest won't disappear just because the alderman was killed. Ah, could it be? What if there was another reason for the murder? Like what? Maybe the blackmailer discovered Alderman QB's secret identity, and his secret identity was a threat to the blackmailer's merger scheme. What do secret identities have to do with anything, Apollo? I have evidence revealing the Alderman's secret identity. Maybe it's time to use it. Okay, let's present the Ninetales mask to Tenma. Mayor Tenma, please take a look at this if you would. That's the amazing Ninetales mask. What is the meaning of this? This mask was almost definitely the crime scene, and there was some white hair inside. White hair, you say? There was one person with white hair in the manor that day. What? What are you saying? You know which man I'm talking about, right? I'm talking about Rex QB, the amazing Ninetales himself. No way! The Alderman was impossible. Wait, come to think of it, Alderman QB was a former pro wrestler. So the blackmailer turned killer when he discovered the Alderman's secret identity. Didn't I just say that? But yeah, the amazing Ninetales was a threat to the blackmailer's scheme. He opposed the merger, and as a result, single-handedly sparked the monster craze. Even so, what was the mask doing at the crime scene? There had been an event at the manor. Oh, yeah. And maybe Alderman QB had taken part in it, if you get my drift. This is absurd. Mr. Mayor, do you have proof of the threat that was made against you? Yes, a blackmail letter. Unfortunately, it disappeared after the murder. I've been carrying it around in my briefcase, but now it's suddenly vanished. The blackmailer must have taken it with them after they killed the alderman. Well, at least we've clearly established the killer's motive. Mayor Tenma, visiting hours are over. It would appear this meeting is adjourned. Apollo, do you really think Tenma Taro that Jinxie saw is the killer? I don't know. All I know is there is no such thing as monsters. What about that newspaper article? Could the killer have purposely freed Tenma Taro to do their dirty work? Oh, come on. There wasn't any Tenma Taro to release in the first place. Yes, but the only suspects the police have right now are the mayor and a yokai. We'll probably be arguing whether there was a yokai involved in court tomorrow. I can already see that look of disbelief on the judge's face. Apollo, you alright? I'm fine, I'm fine. I'll think of something. I better, because I can't very well say a flying demon was the killer. At this point, the only thing I know for sure is tomorrow is going to be one doozy of a trial. And that is the investigation section done for now. So let's overwrite the current progress. And we're gonna head to the courtroom. You okay, Athena? You've been really antsy ever since we got here. I'm just excited. This is my first real court case after all. Yeah, real ball of excitement she is. I know just what she needs. Athena! Eek! Didn't you ever learn about indoor and outdoor voices? I'm just trying to show you the best way to relieve your pre-trial jitters. By scaring the daylights out of me? No, I find that shouting, "I'm fine," in a loud voice really relieves stress. It's part of my course of steel voice workout, and a must before every trial. You want me to shout? Here? That's right. Here, I'll go first, then you try. I'm Apollo Justice, and I'm fine. Alright, I'm Athena Sykes, and I'm fine. I think that actually worked. I thought it might help. Always works for me. An old friend of mine from junior high and I say it all the time. I see. A proven remedy to calm the soul. I like it. Hey, how about we finish off with a race around the courthouse? The point is to relieve stress, not get totally exhausted. What's with all the racket, you two? Ah, Mr. Wright. Heh, just a little voice workout. Hey, what's with the suit? Oh, this. I was thinking about getting my attorney's badge back, that's all. That's all? That's huge news. But why now? I have a feeling I'll be needed in the courtroom again sometime soon. But we can talk about that another time. No fair, inquiring minds want to know. But wow. I'm so used to him in his usual laid-back clothes. That suit makes him look like $1 million. By the way, have you heard about the prosecutor assigned to the case? Yeah, he's serving time, but before that he was a prosecutor. He also uses psychology. That's right, I've heard the rumors about how he was back before his conviction. Using the power of suggestion, he can make even the most stalwart defendants confess. Psychology in the courtroom. Been hearing a lot about that lately. So he must be a pretty scary guy, considering he's a prison inmate and all. So they say. They also say he'll cut you down if you talk too much. Ah, I knew he was gonna be bad news. Hahaha, it's probably just hyperbole. At least I hope for your sake. Wait, so is it true or not? Let's just say you should be concise and choose your words carefully. If you'd like to keep that head of yours attached to the rest of your body, that is. Yikes, better tone down my course of steel too. So, are you all ready? It might be a good idea to check the court record again before stepping into the ring. Right, Mr. Wright, but I'm fine. I'll be watching from the gallery. Good luck. Thanks. Okay, let's do this. The odds of pulling this off are ridiculously low, but that's nothing new. Believe in our client, seek the truth, that's all we can do. Hang in there, Mayor Tenma. Here comes justice. Okay, day 1 court is now in session. All rise. Just gonna have a drink. Court is now in session for the trial of Damien Tenma. Apollo Justice Defense Team Leader is ready, Your Honor. I'd know that big booming voice anywhere. As chipper as ever, eh, Mr. Justice? But who is the young lady next to you? I'm Athena Sykes, Mr. Justice's junior partner and fresh out of law school. Well now, full of beans too, eh? Excellent. Makes an old man feel young again. I'm just gonna clear my throat again. I think I have something up with the right side of my nose, like in my right nostril. Because, one, it is a little bit tender, like when I touch it. And, yeah, it's also apparently really sniffly. So yeah, I'll just clear my throat. There we go. Hopefully it'll go away again, but if it keeps being an issue, I might just have to not read for the rest of the stream. Now for the prosecution. It appears the prosecution is not ready yet. Never fear, for I shall explain. It's just a minor procedural complication, Your Honor. The prosecutor for this case is being escorted from prison as we speak. Prison? Oh yes, of course. I almost forgot that he is currently serving time. Oh, here he comes.
Yup, Prosecutor Blackwell's an inmate. But even a convicted murderer still got a job to do and duties to perform.
But yeah, I think after Edgeworth, my second favourite male prosecutor is probably this guy. Who's that with his back to us over there? That's him, I'm sure of it. Prosecutor Blackwell. Is the prosecution ready? Enough jabbering. Get on with it already. Ah, of course, forgive me. God, why is my nose doing that? Why are all the people related to this case so scary? Very well, Prosecutor Blackwell, you're opening... Oh. Ah, what's the matter? Must we continue to fritter away time like this? It is all right there in the indictment. An opening statement would be pointless. Pointless? Oh, well. Looks like the cat, or in this case a prosecutor, has the judge's tongue. But we need an opening statement as an overview of the case at hand. Well then, your baldness, if it's so very important, why don't you do the honors? Who? Me? There's a term for people who whine and fuss about how they need silly, useless things, and then decide they no longer want them once it's theirs. selfish old fool. Huh? Wait, was that the prosecution's opening statement? Old dotards such as you are a plague upon the young. I pity your poor grandchildren. Or is it great-grandchildren? Wow. All these years, I thought the opening statement was the prosecutor's job. But I suppose I can give it a try. Might be a nice change of pace. What? He actually fell for that? That must have been the power of suggestion Mr. Wright was talking about. Ahem. The opening statement, Let's see here. The victim was one Rex Cuby, alderman of Ninetails Vale, and the defendant Damien Tenma, mayor of Tenma Town, is accused of his murder. And why, pray tell, was the mayor arrested? His prints were on the murder weapon. Plus he had a motive, the elimination of the biggest roadblock to the municipal merger. The caretaker and the secretary, other potential suspects, both have alibis. And his daughter, who was also in the vicinity at the time of the incident, has no motive. So in a nutshell, I'd have to say the charges against the defendant are incontrovertible. Bravo, your boldness. Your years of experience shine bright like your head. Oh-ho, flattery will get you everywhere. He's playing Simon Says with the judge. Moving right along now, let's hear from our first witness for today, Detective Fulbright. Witness, please state your name and occupation. I'm the detective assigned to this case, Bobby Fulbright. Oh, and I'll also be keeping tabs on old Blackwell here. I also heard you would provide protection if it ever came to that. It would seem that I have been sorely underestimated. Wait, who's protecting who from what? Still, I truly believe anyone can turn their life around, even old Blackwell here. Fulbright, save your platitudes for funerals. Get on with your statement. Hahaha, that's the spirit. Justice must be swift and true. I see it in your eyes. There is hope for your rehabilitation and return to society. I will never give up on you. Prosecutor Blackwell doesn't seem to intimidate Detective Fulbright. Well, you know what they say, ignorance is bliss. Oh, so that's why Detective Fulbright was assigned to Blackwell. He's so oblivious. Now let's have your first statement, Detective Fulbright. You got it, but first I'd like to say to the defense that justice will ultimately prevail. Yeah, so, you know what, guys? I hate to cut this stream short, but, like, yeah, as well as, like, my throat being very dodgy right now, even though I've been drinking a lot of water, and also my nose bothering me. I think this is basically my body trying to tell me to end the stream. So yeah, and I do feel like this is a good place to stop before we get too deep into the trial. So yeah, let's save. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep an eye on this weird situation with my nose and hopefully my throat will just recover naturally. Cause like my throat was fine earlier, but yeah, now it's just like, oh, even after hydrating. Yeah, so I'll just save again just to doubly make sure. Okay. But I am glad that I got the investigation bit done today. So I don't need to save because I already did save. But yeah, I don't want to push myself to do another 45 minutes or like 45 minutes-ish if I feel like I'm not at my best right now. So yeah, right. So I'm gonna put it on stream ending. I'm also getting a little headachy as well, which is weird. Yeah, maybe I'm coming down with cold or something, I don't know. But I do know one thing, and that is that I will be back on stream tomorrow, hopefully not feeling as stuffy or raspy in my throat. But tomorrow I'll be playing Yakuza 3 Remastered, which I'm very excited to get back to the Yakuza series. I will definitely be streaming tomorrow. I know last Tuesday I couldn't stream because I had obligations with my family, but with tomorrow I'm totally free. So yeah, be on the lookout for that stream. My Yakuza 3 Remastered stream should start at 4 PM Greenwich Mean Time, so UK time. I will repeat again, if in case you missed yesterday's stream, that the clocks have gone back an hour in the UK, so there may be a chance if you're in America that I might be starting like an hour earlier than normal, because I don't know when American clocks go back. Yeah, because I'm only really familiar with like the British time zone and how that works. So if you're on YouTube and you enjoyed this video, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff, turn your notifications on. And my social links are also on my ending soon screen. So yeah, that. So if you want to connect with me off stream, that's fine too. Yeah. So if you're on YouTube, I will end the stream here, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you all tomorrow.